What's up, beautiful people? Today is Thursday, January the 22nd. Have a banana in my pocket. Do with that information what you may. I wanted to go ahead and record this video while my spirits are up. Not gonna lie, definitely been very down the last week and some change. But I'm feeling a little bit of energy in this moment. So instead of coming on here and throwing a pity party, because I honestly didn't want to record this video today. I was just going to record it tomorrow and then wrap things up. But my mindset in this moment is that of a person that is positive and that good things are going to come to. So I just want to say that, I'm blessed. I'm grateful. And I'm lucky to have the challenges that I experience in this life and also have the triumphs that I experience in this life. I'm so lucky. How lucky am I to have made it through another football season? How lucky am I to have been able to travel to so many different states and see so many different stadiums and be amongst fans of so many different regions that all support the Bills, even those that didn't support the Bills. How lucky am I to be able to spend time with my best friend at the age of 27 and to live together with my best friend? How lucky am I that my best friend is able to play the sport that he loves on the highest level? How lucky am I that me and my best friend are able to run a business together? How lucky am I that I'm about to be 28 years old in a month? How lucky am I that I've made it to another year of being a business owner? Yeah, man, I'm just grateful. I don't want to be sorrowful and I don't want to feel sorry for myself. Naturally, the world will cause me to feel that way. And my emotions are such that I'm going to experience sadness. In order for me to be happy, there also has to be sadness and periods of sorrow and periods of what am I doing? I'm doing the wrong things. I'm not making the right decisions. But the reality is life goes on. Tomorrow, the sun is going to rise and it's going to set, regardless of how I feel. So I might as well speak positivity into my life and gratitude into my life and provide myself peace of mind in the ways that I can. This is the 52nd out of 52 videos. I've been recording these videos for 1 year. I committed to this a little bit over a year ago. Some of the dates were a little bit off, but I made videos pretty much every single week for a whole year. Pat yourself on the back, Ike. Good job. I made a commitment to myself. I told myself that I was going to do something and I did it. I've been able to see my journey from a whole year of recording these videos. I've seen the highs. Literally a year ago was a high. I watched my video from a year ago and I was like, we just hit 40K on this Kickstarter. The Bills beat the Ravens. My business is going to make it to year 6. And, I was riding on a high. Literally. That was probably the best week of my life. Not going to lie. The best week of last year for me. That is this week a year ago. And I'm not going to lie. This year or this day, this week is a low, a very, very low. But that's the duality of life. I have to remind myself that I need to be like water, to flow. Never get too high and never get too low. Try to stay as close to the middle as possible. Because the man that can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, his is the world and everything that is in it. In order for me to conquer this world that I live in, I have to conquer myself and my emotions. It's never as good as you think it is. It's never as bad as you think it is. You are okay. Was feeling very, very down about my uncle, calling all of my cousins and my dad just made it so much more real to me that I will never speak to my uncle again. And that hurt me. But he lived a great life. He lived to be 80 something. He had 5 kids that are close cousins to me. that have helped raise me, that have been there for me. And my uncle also raised me as well too in my adolescence. He had so many grandkids. Each of my cousins, each of his sons and daughters had kids. He got to spend time with them. He got to go to Nigeria and live in Nigeria, then come back and do his grandparent world tour with Auntie Regina, his wife. He lived a great life. And I'm grateful that he was my uncle. And I'm sure that he's grateful that I was his nephew. And he lives on through me. So it's okay for me to feel sad. But also I have to recognize that he did well. He did a good job. And that's all you can do in this life. Do the best that you can with what you have. On the business side, as you expect, like, the season is over. Football is over. Sales dropped off a cliff. Literally, like, I knew that this was going to happen and I was starting to prepare for it, but it's always like a gut punch a little bit when you see how significantly your sales will change and your cash flow position changes. We were already very tight with our cash flow. So like the money that was coming in every day from like the Bills merchandise that we were selling, the pop-ups, the events, things of that nature, was great. But then when you don't have that, it's like, oh, like we really have to like go back in the bag and sell the inventory that we've been sitting on that we haven't necessarily had to worry about because we had money coming in from all of the Buffalo merchandise and the hype and the fans and stuff like that. But it can be done. These are products that have been sold. These are customers and tribe members that already know about us, that have already supported us once. So, you know what my job is? To remind them who we are, to thank them for their support, for the Kickstarter from a year ago, for helping us get to year 7, because they is going to be a 7-year-old company on February the 1st, 2026, a week and some change from now. That's going to happen because I'm speaking it into existence. My job is to walk in the path that will lead my words and my thoughts towards action. That's the recipe. So, have I been in a situation like this before? Yeah. Did I get out of it? Did I figure it out? Yeah. And I'm going to do it this time, just like I always do. So what's the point of being like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to get a regular job. No, you're not. No, you're not. A lot of big changes coming. I'm getting rid of that studio. I'm going to have to go back to Maryland, probably. They have a big snowstorm coming in about maybe a day or two. So I don't want to go to Maryland just yet. I was planning to maybe go Monday, Tuesday, book a flight down there, but I'm not trying to leave one snowmageddon, which is Buffalo, New York, snows every single day, to head to another snowmageddon, which is Atlanta, Maryland, where they're not used to snow every day and the whole city, the whole state is going to shut down. I'm not trying to be trapped in a warehouse that I already don't like being in amongst a foot of snow. So I'm gonna wait that out. I'm gonna wait for the snow to stop, or if the snow even comes, they're estimating anywhere from 2 inches to 32 inches, crazy range. We'll see what happens. But I do know that I need to go back to Maryland, and I need to really start to like sell the items one by one in the warehouse, similar to what I did when I moved out of my townhome, which I was like, look at this townhome with all of these belongings, these cars and all of this stuff. How am I going to get rid of it? Post it, let people know you're selling it, sell it for less, a price that people are willing to pay, because ultimately I can't take these possessions with me to the grave. Like, I don't really care about anything physical, or physical things don't matter very much to me. So I'm willing to let these items go. So that is my plan. That'll be some extra cash in my pocket. We're going to start to sell through the inventory that we have, and then chart a new course towards the future for what 2026 will be for this brand. A lot of big changes coming. I'm very pleased with myself for being able to keep my promise of making one video a week just about for a year. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what I'm going to do moving forward in terms of making these videos. I don't know if I'm going to call them, Local Man is building a business, because I'm building more than just a business. I'm building what is this life that I have. I'm building a life for myself. It's more than just selling clothes. It's more than just crunching numbers. It's like experiencing all the emotions, experiencing all the people, the places, and everything in between. So I'm going to take some time to ruminate on that and see how I feel and see what the plan is moving forward. But nonetheless, if you watched any of these videos, I appreciate you. There's love in my heart for you. And I appreciate you, Ike, for doing this, because I'm going to watch this video a year from now and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. And I'm going to remind myself that everything is okay. Everything will be okay. And everything was okay in the moment. So just take a deep breath. And vibe out. Don't forget that many follow, few lead, many try, few succeed, and many live, but very, very few leave a legacy. Don't forget to have a great day on purpose, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Deuce.